All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. And of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to our beautiful channel if you find some value in the videos that we're making here on the regular. All right. So let's talk about the couple of stocks we traded today. Let's talk a little bit about the patterns that we looked at. And let's talk a little bit about this style of trade, this hyper scalping style, where we are in and out within seconds, looking for some quick opportunities. Now, before we really jump into it, I know you guys see the thumbnail, right? Before we really jump into it, let's talk a little bit about the disclaimer and the risks that are involved with trading. Of course, remember that day trading is risky business. A lot of people are having a hard time out there. So if you're newer to the markets, or even if you've been around and you're not quite where you need to be, take it slow, utilize very small share size or risk money, and use the simulators. Practice, improve, and then when you become competent and experienced, that's when it makes sense to increase your share size and increase your risk and the actual cash you're using. Other than that, guys, take it easy. It doesn't make sense coming into the market without a strategy and just losing money, okay? Other than that, remember the live streams and recaps are never a reason to try and copy trade. It takes months, more commonly years, to become efficient in the market. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers, so be careful with fake accounts. I will never message you first. I will never ask you to send me money. Be careful out there, stay safe. Guys, we're finally coming back and getting a little bit of, a little bit of consistency, stringing together a few green days and some nice green days at that. We're still not pushing it with size, but I'm very, very happy with these last 2 days and what we've been able to do as we've been seeing a little bit more consistency in our usual momentum. Two stocks in particular, MMV, which is a multiverse, meta multiverse something, right? Not Facebook related. I don't believe this one is Facebook related. Multi metaverse holdings. All right, so this one along with what's the other symbol? Let me go to my chart here, my monitor screen. The other symbol, GTBP. GTBP. This one's a biopharmaceutical, and biopharmaceutical and you know biotechnology and just pharmaceuticals in general has been pretty consistent throughout the years with giving opportunities. So MMV, this one started off in after hours on Friday, pushed up all the way to 160s and went sideways coming into the open. We kept it on watch, and I really wanted to see volume and a break of the pre-market high, and that's exactly what we got. A little sideways to start, but once we got over VWAP and volume started really getting in there, notice the increase in volume, we really started to take off, right? We really started to take off, and it pushed until it started to get halted up. I believe we had our first halt around 137, 148 area. From there, it pushed up to 50, dipped. I like that we had the pullback here on lighter volume. That gave me, a little bit of insight to, hey, this thing might hold up. And can we see this red to green right here? This ended up bouncing up nicely. The only thing was that I needed to hold some of these trades a little longer to the upside, man. But all in all, great move, MMV. This thing was absolutely spectacular. It was doing its thing. Once we got back over 50, we got all the way up there to 68. This pullback at 50 was epic. I was in here on this resumption, but did not hold long enough as mentioned. So, when we're hyper scalping, we're looking for a couple of different patterns, right? In fact, we have about 20 plus of them that we look for, whether it's a bull flag, and some of them you guys might have heard about in the broader trading community. But what makes us a difference that we're in and out hundreds of times on these patterns instead of, hey, I'm in holding 10 minutes. Not gonna lie, at times maybe that can seem a little bit more appealing depending on how the stock moves, but we do what we do, and we're in and out quickly, looking to have tight stops. And so, you know on the move up here, on the incline, as the stock pushes, we take a little break, we're holding our level, we get back in and we go higher. Can we sell higher, right? Over and over throughout the move up. And so we love to trade stocks that are uptrending. We do trade pullbacks and dips from time to time, when it comes to bottoming wicks and panic flushes, things like that. I mean, even here, again, another lighter volume pullback relative to our high of day volume at the time. And this curled up nicely here, pushing up from lows around 65 right back up to 98. and we thought we were going to see new highs right here. A little disappointing that this halt resumed lower, but you know, hey, close call. We could have went to 225, 250 if we had that push, but sometimes that's how it is. But these are the levels we're watching at, right? Bottoming wicks, the new high of day levels, the quick pullbacks, paying attention to our volume sticks. And so we can show a few live trades here in a sec. GTBP, this was the other one that we traded. We were red on another stock actually, which we can mention here and look at in a sec. GTBP, very, very aggressive and strong pre-market, which I like to see. But I was hoping we would see a little bit more continuation into the open. This thing started from around 390, got all the way up there around 845. Pre-market highs coming in around $9. And so we had a bit of a range here between 890 and $7. But you know, that was a pretty wide range. And you know, it did kind of showed how much it could move. I started off up $200 pretty quickly here, but then you can see these red candles in the chop. So initially, the 1 minute candle made the new high over the pre-market, you know, level that we had right into the open, ripped up aggressively. I needed more size and needed to hold a little longer here, but still I made some money. In fact, I think size really, I think I just needed more size, not even to hold longer because yeah, I'm in at 84, out at '06, 500 shares. For those of you who know, who've been watching, right, when I'm aggressive to start, even here, like, you know, there are days where I'm in here 2,500 shares. We started the day up 800, you know. I mean, this is a pretty powerful move. From 84, I'm in, all the way to '06. I mean, that's a pretty solid trade, right? Pretty solid trade, but the risk is always real. And right now, I'm trying to keep the smaller size. You can see right after trying to get back in for, can we hold over 8 and continue? It's showing a little bit of chop, right? So coming back, we got back up to 840, but from there, you know, some weakness, and it's right back down, lows all the way of 713. This is a good example as to why we have to keep the stops tight. We have to keep the stops tight because this thing within 1 minute went from 847 to a low of 713. I mean, that right there could ruin the day and can be a max loss day just in that area alone, right? So we had some bottoming wicks, which we did like. Okay, this thing is fighting, it's battling. Will we be able to go up or down? Preferably up, right? Can we get the move to the upside? It gets over $8, 820, and rips up to 875. And right here is where I got really excited because I thought this thing was going to take off over the pre-market high and push up to 950, 10, 1050, and so forth. But today was a strange day with these resumptions, a lower resumption, and it did bounce here. I was late on the bounce. This is what really got me red again. I think I was green, red, and green again on this move. The resumption is gonna get me. I could be a little wrong. Maybe I might have been red. I might have been red here after the chop, but I know I got caught on this candle trying to buy the bounce. I'm late because it dips down to 8. It resumes at 40. It dips to 8. I hesitate. I get in all the way 36. It pushes up to maybe 45 and instantly is back down. And this went all the way down to 682. Brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. But you know, we kept it on watch. Right here, I tried, but fumbled the trades a little bit. We can see we had a false breakout initially. But on the way up right here, I fumbled the trades, man. I should have done better in this move right here. I should have done better. If we look back around 1034 at my log, I think, you know, it was just a little tricky with the price action. Let's see. I'm in at 52, out at 68 cents. Not so great for this type of price range and how much this stock can move. Back in at 70, you know, out a little too soon here for a scratch trade 71, but you can see it's going. So I needed to give it a little bit more time in this area here. You know, another scratch trade, and then it goes without me again here, 41. It's like, come on, you know, break of 8. You know, so I missed a ton of trades between 50 and then $8. So a little disappointing between 1034 and 1035 area. missing so much of those candlesticks, those two green candlesticks, because this is exactly what I love here. But part of the issue is that the stock was not as volatile as I would have liked initially in terms of the uptrend. Like the move was gradual, then it took off, so it kind of caught me off guard. But over here is where we were able to do a little bit better, especially on the resumption trades. All right, so this thing pushed up again. We had a flat top at 40, break of 40, we were in, and we were able to see some nice opportunities. So break of 846 and 850 around 1106. I think we did capture some good trades here. And then on the way up, we got some other opportunities as well. So in at 28, you know, out at 42, much better trades here. In at 38, out at 45. And you can see when there's a gap like this, but you know, from 45 to 93, even right here, it tells me that I missed a trade, or the stock was so fast that I was not able to get back in after quickly getting out for a couple of cents. And from here, it was a matter of, hey, can we see the breakthrough? Can we see the breakthrough $9 and then a retest of the highs? Because right now, if we zoom out, right, this is what we're kind of seeing. We're now up here in this type of area, pushing up. Can we break the pre-market highs, and can we continue through resistance, right? Potential resistance, we had it's 990. So this was around 1106, 1107, and so forth. And we caught a nice trade here. We got the dip initially. I think, let's see, at 83, we're out at 94. We're back in at 93, a scratch trade here. We catch 08 to 19, and then from 20 up to 40, and then from 30 to 40, another decent trade here. I think there was a dip at some point. Let's see, 1114. Okay, so we had to push to 83. It pulled back. Well, the low here was 35. I mean, it pulled back a lot, guys. It pulled back a ton. And sometimes if we can avoid these flushes, this is where we can really get a chance to, you know, to be on the move back up. Because if you get caught in a flush, that can discourage you just a little bit. Let's see. Back over 9. Where was that dip? There's a dip that I'm remembering. There's a dip. I think it was right here at 1117. I'm going to show you guys the resumption trade on the other stock, but actually we'll just look at this one. We'll just look at this one. What was this? 1117. I got to click on the other recording. So there's a nice bottoming wick at the 1 minute candle. The 1 minute candle bottomed wick, and then it was time for it to make the new high. Let's see. Am I remembering this correctly? No. 1117. I might be thinking of a different time. Also, let me see how this other area played out. 1106. Okay, so we had a halt resumption there. All right. I think it's on the other. I'm confusing this trade with a different trade. Hold up. So I'm guessing it was on, because I had 2 recordings today. I'm guessing it was on this one. There's a sweet curl back up. Where was that? I think, where was that dip? Where was that dip? Where was that dip? Okay, I think it was right here. This was such a sweet dip right here. Okay, I'm confusing the price. I forgot that we moved higher in price. That's what it is. So right here, you know, I'm watching Hive Days Brewing, and as this comes down to about 970, I'm gonna go long, and then I'm gonna watch for the move up. And I use, you know, again, guys, I'm still using small share size, like compared to what I could use and what I've been using prior to this bit of a drawdown. So right here, I'm in quickly. I get a decent fill. I'm gonna sell half right here around 93, 86 area, and then I'm gonna watch to add for the break over 10. So right there, I'm gonna sell half at around 90, and then I'm gonna watch now for break of 10. There it is. This thing is gonna go all the way. I take it, I take the couple cents, and I'm gonna get back in as long as we can hold up. The moment I buy at 13 or whatever that was, it starts to take off, man. And there's 44 on the ask, there's 50, but you can see that the moment we hit 50 on the ask, it starts to come down a little bit, and this is what made it a little tricky. But you have to be punching the orders quickly to get out. And then right here, you can see it's going to fail miserably. Like, it's going to fail miserably here. Maybe there's just a little too much selling and shorting, but just brutal move down, man. And that's what we don't like to see. But yeah, you know, we were able to get a decent trade, and that was the important part. But just brutal to see us not get that sweet move, man. We really wanted to see that sweet move. But from there, I mean, that was basically it. That was basically it. We had a cheaper stock, and you know, it kind of gave a little opportunity on the halt down, but that was about it. But yeah, MV, whatever it is, MMV, we're gonna not show any archive for that. We're gonna keep that for the students. But yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up. That'll do it for the recap. Quick recap. Be sure to check out those links down below. Of course, if you are interested in using the scanning software that I use here, Momo Pro, you can utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Be sure to check it out. Also, and hold on, let me not forget, they have real-time halt levels. I utilize this for my watch list every day, right? If we come down here and I select the Relentless Momo and I enlarge this, you guys will see that these are all the stocks that we're trading here today. So yeah, you know, and I really and truly use the no filter before the open, where it shows me everything in percentage order from highest percentage to lowest. You know, after the open, it does get a little skewed because there's so many stocks that might move up for nothing that are cheaper or whatever, and then you know it's not as good, which is when we add the filters. But at the open, or let's say before the open, I don't even need to add a filter, and that's the beautiful thing. That way I can see everything, get my watch list. But yeah, check it out. There's a high-low stream, there's conditional alerts, halt alerts, and much more. Other than that, you guys can feel free to check out the Relentless Trading chat room, man. This is where it goes down. This is where it goes down. We hang out here every day, before, during, and after the live stream. And you can see, you know, guys like Tim holding it down with big green, 7.2 on the day. We have people who are beginners, intermediate, advanced, all different levels of the spectrum. So you can feel free, you know, Marcelo, another one of the mentors here, big day, right? 8K. You can feel free to check us out. This is where we hang out every day, communicate, talk, trade, hang out, have phone calls, video calls, and so forth and so forth. Shout out to Doug, Cactus, Small Red, Mighty Putty, 1.4. Shout out to the team, man. All the purple names, by the way, are students. Dynasty. Yeah, so some people are using smaller size, you know, still working on it. Other people who are a little more consistent have increased their size. All right. When is Miami? Miami is end of June. Shout out to Save, one of the team house members, right? 13,000 on a day. You know, this is where this is, and let me zoom in, by the way. Why is this looking so blurry? I guess it's some of the posts might have been zoomed out. But yeah, shout out to Beam, right? I mean, a ton of people. Lucas, Shay, shout out to Shay, who's been doing really well. I mean, this is what we love to see from the community. We do have some red P&Ls. There are some people who might have ended red that did not upload. There might have been people who might have ended green who did not upload. Not everybody does every time. But shout out to everyone who is here and engaging fully. We see you. Let's keep at it. Let's stay disciplined. Let's stay patient. Last thing is, of course, MMU, Merciless Markets. This is the day trading course that I have for anybody who might want to get involved. All right. And it is subscription based because, you know, it's not just a cut dry course. You know, the diamond package, which is, you know, what most people need, does come with mentorship. It does come with live trading archives. It does come with ongoing lectures and weekly Q&As. There's a lot of different things that we do regularly that adds to it and makes it special. All right. and of course the A to Z course itself, which is here, 0 to advanced. So if you're interested, you can come on the website, check out the curriculum. You can utilize coupon code Miami for 40% off. All right, you can utilize coupon code Miami for 40% off. All products here actually. All right, but again, a lot of people, because of the mentorships and the low latency stream, Discord access, chat room access, Diamond is the way to go. And this is in honor, of course, of our next day trading meetup. We meet up every few weeks, right? A few people from our community, we meet up every few weeks. We fly out a student with us, so one of you lucky members will win. If you are Diamond, you get 5 times the entries. And it's going to be fun. This time we're heading to Miami here in late June. It's going to be a blast, man. I can't wait to trade with the guys and hang out, have fun. And, it's going to be a good time. So stay tuned, all right? It's been Relentless Trader, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm, of course, signing out. Hit that thumbs up on the way out, bright and early again tomorrow at 9:15 a.m.